Marian advances in the NACC Tournament 88-64 over Rockford tonight. Let's bring in head coach Drake Diener. Coach, you talked about wanting 40 minutes from your team today. Yeah. Pretty close to that tonight, were you?
It was very close, yeah. It'd be really nitpicky to pick out maybe a 2-minute segment here or there where we got a little lackadaisical, but that would be, again, really nitpicking. I thought our approach at the beginning of the game set a tone that, we weren't going to be beat today.
Coach, Rockford came in maybe, they were a dangerous team coming in. They're on a 5-game win streak. They got healthy all of a sudden down the stretch. And sometimes, the hottest teams down the stretch, teams that make noise in the tournament, then, how big was jumping out 10-0 early?
Oh, yeah, it was big. It was big. And, any of these games, especially midweek road games, where a team's on a bus ride for 2.5 hours. And then, if you can get out to a nice lead early in the game and set a tone, that's a really good thing. They've been really good the last month or so. They, like you mentioned, they won a bunch of games in a row. They've got some players that didn't play all that well tonight, but a couple of their bigs are obviously, you saw how good they are and they're tough to stop. But we had a great approach and we made them earn stuff. I thought Swanson maybe had 16 in the first half, but I thought it was a relatively difficult 16. It wasn't like easy layups. It was like he was battling in there. So if we can make people compete to score, we're a much better team. Obviously, it kind of goes without saying.
Deemer. It seems like Deemers have burned Marian. It seems like every single year. Tonight, Kevin ended up with 14, but he really never kind of was a factor. It seemed like today. You guys did a nice job on him.
Yeah, we did. We made him compete. He's going to get his stuff done. And if one of his worst games, I wouldn't say he played poorly today, but he only had 14. And I don't know, did he make any threes? He normally stretches the floor a little bit. I'm not sure, but we made him compete for everything he did, and he's like you said, he's a really, really good player. This is my 5th season, and I've been competing against him. I think he was actually maybe here before I was even here. So he's had a very long and distinguished career. He's a really tough competitor. Like he's a guy that you really respect.
Coach, you talk about seniors, obviously tournament time, there's that finality knowing that if you end up on the wrong side of the scoreboard, at this level, your season's over for most people. Your career may be over, competitive basketball, but you had Carson Talbot come out today, Ty Gowan, David Britton got it going. Your seniors really seemed like they had the eye of the tiger from the start, and they knew they were going to get this one done.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys really stepped up and did a lot of great things. I thought Dave early in the game, he didn't score much early, but he was using ball screens and getting the ball out of there, and I think created a lot of offense for us. Tyler was great. Ty's been great all year, and Carson was finishing around the rim and making post moves. So I thought Josh Nichols. We had a lot of guys really, really play hard, it is a special group. Some of these guys have only been here 1 year, but I'm ultra appreciative of what they've done in the 1 year. And some of these guys have been here. Dave and Ty, it's my 3rd year with them. I want to coach them as long as I possibly can. Coach,
how about the atmosphere today? The State-Off, it was full, and I got going, especially in the second half a little bit. Did you guys feel the juice of the home crowd?
Yeah, we do. It's great. It's one of the advantages of the State-Off. I think it's not a big place, but I always, when I'm recruiting people, I always say it's not ideal for practice. It's not ideal for showing people, but on game day, it is ideal. It doesn't take much to have a heck of an atmosphere, and our students tonight did a great, great job. I'm really appreciative of the promotion. Drew Cowden promoted it, and other people promoted it, and we got some of our other sports out here, and that's great to see. That's absolutely a big reason why we played really hard. It's a lot easier to have great energy when you've got people supporting you.
Going to St. Norbert now, a place where you guys won a classic here early in the season. Obviously, both teams different. Your thoughts on going on the road for the semis?
Yeah, that's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be one of those that's kind of what you play for. It's those atmospheres where you can feel it in the air that it really matters. They're a great program. They've obviously done great things over the course of this season and prior seasons. So it's we know what's at stake. We know it's going to be a tough atmosphere. We know how tough they are defensively. First time we played them, Dave Britton had an out of body experience as he can do occasionally, but we needed every point of his that day, and we're going to need a monster effort again.
Marian 88, Rockford 64, going to the semifinals on Friday night. Coach Drake Diener, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Wade.
Marian men's basketball team advances in the NACC quarterfinals to the semifinals with an 88-64 win over Rockford. Ty Gowan, just talk about this one. You guys set the tone early and kept the foot on the gas the entire 40 minutes tonight.
Yeah, our game plan coming into this was just, have energy, And that's it's been consistent the whole season that way. If we come out with energy, we don't think that there's many people that can beat us. So it's just having that consistent approach every day.
Carson, talk about that first half. You guys busted out to the 10-0 lead. You had it going, tie, and other people were getting to the rack, and you got some looks in the paint too, and it seemed like everything was just clicking early. What did you see early on?
Man, it felt good. The crowd came out. It was a great environment. I mean, we just came out with energy, like you said, and we were pretty confident in this game that if we played the way that we needed to, we were going to get it done. So we're excited to get to the next round.
This Rockford team came in winning 5 in a row. They got healthy at the right time of the year, and a lot of people maybe thought they were one of the more dangerous teams, in this tournament. And just what does it say that you guys are able to go and take care of them?
Man, it's pretty easy when it might be one of your last games. I mean, we came out right away knowing that we got a big group of seniors, and we just want to come out here and compete. We're not ready for practice in the games to be done and everything. So,
Ty, can you kind of talk about that as well? Got a great group of seniors here on this squad, and you guys made a run last year, and you want to be able to put together a little win streak here this year in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, for the guys that are returners, our goal basically since the season started has been, go back to back. And with these guys from St. Norbert transferring, I know they're hungry as well. So, yeah, that's going to be our mental approach every day. Just hungry.
Now, you guys have had leads in games before, and teams have made runs on you. What was the difference tonight that they weren't able to make that run?
Yeah, well, Diener was on us at halftime. He was showing some emotion. So he just said, don't let these guys come back on us because it has happened in the past. So he was he was hammering that point, and obviously that's kind of what we did.
All right, going to St. Norbert here, you guys had a instant classic up there last time you came out on top. Just your early thoughts on going back up to St. Norbert.
Yeah, I mean, they're a solid team. We're obviously hungry for it, man. I think that we're just improving every day, and we're just excited to get back up there.
Marian University advances to the NACC semifinals 88-64 over Rockford tonight. You can learn more about Marian men's basketball at saberathletics.com.